So this is from USA Today. One player from every NFL team for this season that is a make or break season. For the Browns, they say Jedrick Wills. While he has 2 more years left on his contract, 2023 will be telling year as to whether or not Wills will be in the long-term plans of the Browns. That's probably accurate. He's got to play like. He's got to play better.
He's got to play like a number 10 overall pick, right?
He's been okay, but you expect better than okay when you're the 10th overall pick in the draft.
Yeah, it's interesting, Dave. It's one of those positions that, it's like the closer in baseball, right? When you're not good or you have a bad game, it really stands out, right? And I think that's what has happened with Jed at times. And there's also been, we've all seen the videotape of where it looks like he's, not giving his 100,000% on plays and kind of giving up and walking a little bit. And I know there's been some talk about whether he practices hard enough. I think this, kind of piggybacks off of what I said about DeJuan Jones a few minutes ago, which is that, Jed now is, 3 or 4 years into his career, and he's got to decide, is this for me or not? And this is a make or break year for him in that way. And maybe bringing Jones in puts a little bit of that pressure on Jed. There have been times where I've wondered if Jed is, has the passion to be the kind of player that the Browns thought they were getting when they took him. I think it was 10th overall, right in the draft. And so we'll see. I think, again, if Bill Callahan can work his magic with Jed, he can do it with anybody as well. And also, I think it's incumbent upon those veterans who have guided Jed to this point. I'm talking about Joel Bitonio and Jack Conklin and Wyatt Teller to a degree to make him understand how valuable he is to this team. And so, I think those messages are resonating with Jed. I like Jed. I think he's a really good kid. I think he's a little bit misunderstood. I think sometimes he maybe carries himself more like a wide receiver than an offensive lineman, if you know what I mean. But I've enjoyed my talks with him. I think he's a good player. We were very critical of him last year, and when I talked to some of his teammates and I talked to some of the coaches, they said he had a better year than we really realized. And I think sometimes we kind of fall in love with those, whether it's the PFF numbers or, like I said before, focusing in on 1 or 2 plays a game where he might have had 30 or 40 really good plays that kind of went unnoticed where he did do his job. And so, I do think it's a big year for number 71.